That's my special person.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz is.
Does Jazz know you were doing that for him?
No.
That's what
He will see it on his birthday. His 30th birthday. He turns 30.
I know.
Yeah.
He told me the other day. I said, boy, saw me from grandma. You know how old I am? I don't know. I can't see what y'all did.
Yes, he will see it on his birthday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even with that stubborn one, I'm going to figure it out. We're going to get there.
Okay.
How old were you when you first became a grandmother?
But how old is Jazz?
He'll be 30 in March.
I don't know. I guess because we had been married. Yeah, I was about that age. Shit.
He was about 30?
About somewhere along in there, not too far.
No, because
No.
if you had Shambi at 22, he would have been 8 when you were 30.
Now, the question was,
How old were you when you became a grandparent? How old were you when Jazz was born?
I don't know, I had to be in my 40s.
1995.
1995.
Mm-hmm.
How you know? He told.
I know him.
I don't remember all that stuff. That's too long ago, honey. Those memories are gone.
30 years ago. How old are you today?
78.
So you were 48.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 30 years ago. What was your favorite part about being his grandparent when he was younger?
Jazz used to like to walk behind me and hold my pants, my dress, whatever he could hold on to and follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever I was going, if I was going down the steps, I had to turn around and help him down because he was holding my dress, pants, whatever he could hold on to.
Was he a difficult child, or how was he as a child?
Not really.
No, but Jazz was one of those people. You had to be very careful about who you let keep him because he had a habit of following other people's examples that weren't the best for him. And a lot of time, I knew it was coming from somebody that was older that he really shouldn't be dealing with. But the best person to work with his personality at that time was Robert, because Robert treated him, differently than I would, because I was a woman and he was a boy and Robert was a man. And there were a lot of things that he could tell him that looked like they sank in better than when I did it.
Okay.
Let me tell you the funnest part. I remember. You see the distance between the living room, the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you explain this? Okay. Jazz used to try to follow Mary everywhere.
Did.
And what he did was,
Hold on my dress.
one day, Mary went from the door. I have to illustrate this. Okay, this is the living room.
Mm-hmm.
This is the door in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a distance between here and here on the door. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mary went from the door in here and the door, the distance between the door
In the middle of the hall.
and middle hall. And what happened was she got away from him. And he didn't know how to get to no, he could see you. He just didn't know how to get to you.
Oh, he was a baby.
Yeah. And he was trying to get from this door to the other door.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kept on.
He
And
knew
then he jumped up and scooted and caught Mary.
He
But
said, "You're not getting away."
He was determined that he was going to catch up with his grandma. I mean, he was determined.
and I could go to the bathroom. I said, you can't go in the bathroom. I stand right there till I finish. Okay. He stand right there at the door till I come out. Did he stop following me again? One of Robert's favorite pictures.
Is that all three of us?
She showed me that one.
No, I showed you that one, but this is the one that he was in holding. You were holding him, and he had the teddy bear. That I got so tired of looking at the teddy bear. I got him a nothing. That one been everywhere, all out in the yard, everywhere, and he'll still come and put it up in your face.
What was the hardest part, or is the hardest part, being a grandmother to Jazz?
The hard part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a hard part.
Oh.
When Jazz stayed around me, he took up all the attention of everybody else. And he let them know, that's my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And don't argue with him about it because he get mad and start crying.
What is your favorite memory of Jazz?
When he first started to school,
Whoa.
you're putting it on her book.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, just trying to help you.
When they first started to school, and I asked him, I said, Jazz, how did school today? Did you enjoy yourself? No.
What was wrong with school?
And he
Turn around and put that in that trash can.
no,
It's on
the trash
your
is on
right.
your side.
Where?
To your
Go
right.
please, Robert. Come on now.
I'm through.
I hope so. When he first started to school, he really didn't want to go to school, but he enjoyed it once he got there. You know, like in the morning when you would get him up to go, you have to tell him 10 or 15 times, get your clothes on, Jazz. The bus will be here in a few minutes. Okay. Jazz, you sit in the same place. Okay. But it was funny because once he got there, he was cool. I'm his only grandparent, whatever you want to say it, the person around him that remembers to say, I'm proud of you. Because he's gone through a bunch of changes. And that makes me happy because, you know, a lot of times he was out there and everybody else ignored him. And I sit down and talk to him and cried with him and prayed with him. So yes, he's a very important part of my life. And I think he'll tell you the same. If you keep it up, he's already headed in the right direction. He's found something that he can do well. And he's trying to accomplish some of the things that he wanted in life. And to me, that's important. That's the most important thing.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's doing very good.
And I'm proud of him. I let him know I was proud of him. He gave me a hug. Both of us was crying. One of the things that I love Jess for is he always let me know how much he loves me when he talks to me on the phone or in person. He does not leave me wondering where we are. Another reason I think is because he has had some bad role models and good role models. And he considers me one of the best because I took the time to listen and to give advice and to show him, tell him how much I loved him regardless of what he had gone through, and that people change as they grow older and they learn more. And I start crying almost every time I think about that, because when he was incarcerated and he had somebody's phone, I don't know who it was now, And he was on the phone. He said, Grandmama, I miss you more than anybody. I cried 3 days. He said, everybody else was telling him how bad he was. And I was telling him how much I loved him. And he didn't have to be, this didn't have to be like this the rest of his life. And right now, he'll probably tell you, if you ask him who was there, no matter what. And he wrote it down. I love you no matter what. Then,
Good stuff. Now, like I said, we're going to try to finish the rest of your parts today, and then the next 2 times I'm coming will be to write his book. To get
Write Jazz's book.
to
Right?
get your parts for the book.
No, I told you. What did I tell
It
you?
won't be recorded.
What did I tell you?
That it won't be recorded.
Okay. All right.
All right. You still got to participate.
All right.
Is it going to be recorded?
All right.
All
I
right.
told you.
All right.
If I got it right. Jazz used to come, go to the front yard, get the newspaper, and carry the newspaper to Mom. And she'd give him what little change she had, and he'd sit up there. He had a good relationship with my mama. A good relationship.
I'm happy. This will be nice. He's going to cry.
Wait. You see, I broke down.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's love.
Yeah, that's
love.
that's my man.
He
That's
made
my
it to
man.
30.
Yeah, that's my man.
He made it to 30. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of him.
I can't believe that he's 30 years old. It means that listen to this, it means that he's getting old.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mean that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that. Oh, he's going to be a millionaire.
He is.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Yeah, he's going to make you proud. He's going to make you very proud. He has plans for his life, plans for Eli's life. Make sure that he gets what he needs and learns what he needs to learn.
I remember the first day that we started homeschooling, me and him together. Get that bag.
some folks been calling trying to get you way up at
I took him upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we
Hello.
went to school. Me and him went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
May I help you?
he told me, I don't like this. This ain't hip. I told him, I said, okay, goodbye. And he said, no, Granddad, I didn't mean that way. I said, that's what you said. I said, goodbye, because you're wasting my time. Because I'm teaching you. You know, nobody's teaching you right now but me.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So you can leave. He said, no, Granddad, I said, leave. And you come back when you want it, when you want to learn. If you don't want to learn, don't come back. I used to give him 5 new words every day. The next day, we would have a test on those 5 new words. He never missed them. 5 new words. He never missed them. He never missed them. He was always told that he was stupid. That was by his, don't write this down.
I'm not.
That was by his stepdaddy.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he was going through the problems that he was going through with his stepdaddy. And when I found out, I immediately had him and his mom to start giving him full custody of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened. It happened. You know, because he's a very intelligent person.
Very.
But, you know, you were a good thing. Don't let this go over your head.
Okay.
You were a good thing in this life.
I appreciate
Coming
it.
in this life. Love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been married over 58 years, I think it is. Can you imagine that?
Well, I'm trying.
That's a hell of a long time, ain't it?
I aspire to get that far.
You can. You can. If you're serious about what you're getting ready to do, if you plan on marrying somebody, because it ain't gonna be good all the time.
No.
I'm getting watery. My grandson, you're like my son. We've had so many beautiful moments together, especially the moments that I had with you when I had to homeschool you. Dang. We grew to love each other like a father and a son. I will never forget our first moments together when I started teaching you. At that particular time, those were probably the most important times in dealing with you, trying to make you see the big picture, because that's what life is, a big picture. Fortunately, I had a good teacher, and he told me what I could do and gave me beautiful moments explaining how to do it. As I've expressed to you and told you on several occasions, I had my first business when I was 9 years old. That's learning how to take care of yourself, because my mom and dad started teaching me very important lessons when I was very young. I had my first business when I was 9 years old. And my job was selling peanuts and cutting grass. And I always thought that I would be a millionaire. And guess what? I ain't gonna tell you. But you would be proud of your granddaddy, because you knew that you were always in the picture with me. You was special and is special and will always be special to me as long as I'm on the face of earth and can understand what I need to do when I need to do it and how I need to do it. I have a lot to say about you that is positive. And I hope that your journey will continue to expand. Keep on pushing and never say no. Granddaddy, don't forget me when I'm gone. I have a whole lot more to say, but I ain't got the time to say it.
What do you want Jazz to carry with him after you are gone, after you pass?
My memory. Because there was a time it was me and Jazz. Has he explained that to you? Yeah.
Anything that you would want him to remember and to know in particular that if he was ever overwhelmed, stressed, needing to hear from you, talk to you, and you are no longer here for him to get that comfort, what would you tell him?
Think about when he was younger and in trouble.
And be cool.
And be cool and not fly off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to do when
Usually when he
Frustrated.
gets frustrated, when he would get frustrated, whoever knew I was his grandmother contact me. And a lot of things that he's gone through while other people put him down, I prayed to help him get up.
you're not old.
Jazz, I love you. I always have. I've always been here for you. And I'm still here for you. Even though you're turning 30 years old, you're still my Jazz. And I love you. Happy birthday.
Perfect.